Hey guys, it's your boy Rod from DBZSHFIGS.com, and today I'm bringing to you an unboxing and review of the Son Goku Legendary Super Saiyan Dragon Ball S.H.Figuarts. So, a little background, this figure was released back in November 2023 for a retail price of 68 American dollars. And as far as the history of the figure, it's been re-released, reissued, like I believe twice already. It's a very popular figure, I know that. And recently, actually, if you saw my updates video, we found out that this figure is going to get a best selection reissue probably in 2025. And rumor is that that figure is going to include less accessories in order to be able to be priced at that retail $34.99 price. So if you don't have this figure and you don't care about all the accessories it comes with, I would suggest you wait. But if you do want everything included here, I mean, $68 for this figure. Some might think it's a lot, but I guess we'll find out in this episode. Other than that, there was a 2023 special exclusive World Tour Goku Super Saiyan, as well as back in 2015, there was the Warrior Awakening Son Goku Super Saiyan. So yeah, those are the ones that imitate this first time that Goku turned Super Saiyan in the Namek saga. So yeah, so let's look at the box now. So as you can see, I have a golden sticker here, meaning that this figure I got from Asia. And then it tells you what series this is from. And you have your little Tamashi quality sticker, which means it's a reissue. The original release would have a big circle here. And yeah, it's a pretty cool box here because we have the white accented by the yellow of the Super Saiyan, which is pretty cool. You got them post up here. Then we move on to the side. We have a random picture of his foot for some reason. Him throwing the Kamehameha and the Kamehameha itself there. And then in the back, we have him post up in a bunch of different poses they decided to put him in. So just standing, kicking, Kamehameha. Yeah, a couple different ones. And on the side here, we have the name of the figure. But yeah, that's the box itself. Now let's get them out. So here's what the figure looks like in the clamshell, if anybody's interested. It's actually pretty packed up in here. Like, there's not a lot of space left. So it actually does come with a lot of accessories. Okay, we have everything out of the clamshell here. And look at this figure right here. Wow. Looks crazy good. I love the attention to the shading that they put on his gi. It's crazy. You see in the back here, it's, hopefully the camera picks it up, but it's darker than up here because I'm guessing you're supposed to pair this with like an aura effect piece that will just make everything look a little more yellowish. But yeah, looks amazing figure. Let's take a look at the face here. Just all the detail they put into his muscles is spot on. Wow. But yeah, so here's the face that it comes with. It's like a stern, just looking at you face. And then we have this one, which is like a smirking face. We have this one, which is like a teeth showing, grinning, fighting face. And then, of course, we gotta have a screaming face. And then we have, so it comes with the closed fist as usual. Comes with these open hand, kind of like, I mean, just regular open hand. You could have them throwing a ki blast, but there's also different ones like these ones where I feel like that's more of your traditional Kamehameha throwing hands. Pretty cool. And then you have another set of open hands, kind of doing a pose. And then we have the ones that I like to call the martial arts hands. you know, 2 fingers out, 2 fingers curled in. Pretty cool. And then lastly are these hands, which are also open, but they have a peg. So that connects to our little handy dandy Kamehameha effect piece, which is also shaded quite a bit. And then along with the Kamehameha effect piece, you have, I believe, 7 of these, you know, key blast coming out of the Kamehameha. And lastly, we have a different, head, I would call it. So this one, it's kind of leaning the opposite side of this one. This one curls up this way. This one curls up that way. And then a different strand of hair, you know, in case you want to have this strand on this side, you know, just for different types of poses that you may think of. So that's pretty cool. Always better to include more accessories than fewer, right? So here is what the Kamehameha effect piece looks like with all the little strands that come along with it put on. So as you can see, it has one hole left over, which just goes into the hand here. And that way it's secured tightly in there for however you want to pose it. So now we're going to move over to the review part of the video. So as always, we'll start with articulation. And we're going to start at the bottom with our ankle rocker. Damn, moves pretty good side to side. There's almost not hitting the plastic here, which is always good. And then the foot's able to rotate 360. And then as usual, we have our toe being able to point all the way up if that's something you want. Then the foot can rotate down or up. So that actually moves pretty smoothly. And then we move over to the knee, which is not going to be constricted because the gi is ripped because it's battle damage. So, it's constricted up here just because this touches here, but you still get a pretty good range of motion for whatever you want to do. It's a double jointed knee. And then as far as the leg goes, you're able to rotate as far back as it hits his butt piece here. So not that much, to be honest. But then forward, you have a pretty good amount. And then straight out to the side, you know, that's about as much as you can expect. And that's it for the legs here. At the waist, you're able to rotate 360 fairly easy. You have all these layers of clothing, which is cool. As always, the gi here, the little belt, you're able to rotate side to side just for extra additional posing. You have an ab crunch on his abs, of course. You can see that 6-pack there. It's able to crunch down quite a bit. And then able to extend far back there. And if you wanted to, you could also rotate at the top of his 6-pack. You know, I feel like you could do 360, but that's it. And then as far as the shoulders go, we have a beautiful butterfly joint here. So he's able to go in quite a bit as well as out, but it does look a little weird there. And then the shoulder, you're able to rotate 360, go out, go inward. You know, then at the bicep, full 360 spin. The elbow, you're able to put it as far back as this position just because it's constricted by the big bicep that he has. And then at the wrist, you're able to rotate 360. You're able to come in and out a little bit, not too much. And then as far as the head goes, he's able to look down quite a bit. His chin is basically touching his chest. He's able to look up, then 360 spin. You're able to move his neck to side for whichever posing you want him in. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Pretty standard nowadays. So for articulation, nothing really stood out. So I'd have to give it a 4. Now as we move on to accuracy, so I'm gonna pop up this picture right here from the Namek Saga. And although it's a little grainy, the picture, I mean, we all know how DVC used to be back in the days, but to me, at least, it's pretty spot on. You know, they got all the muscles there. You got the gi ripped in all the right places. The colors match and everything. So honestly, it's an easy 5 for me. Now we move over to price to plastic ratio. So just a reminder, you get the figure, you get a different head, you get technically 2 different hair pieces, you get a total of 4 faces, right? You get a total 6 total pairs of hands, and you get the Kamehameha effect piece. So for $68 retail, what do you think? You know, basically compared to a retail release of $34.99, you get a little more detail on the figure, I will say. You know, it definitely took a whole lot more shading and painting and modeling than a $34.99 figure. You get, honestly, I feel like you get an extra pair of hands. You get an extra head and the Kamehameha effect piece. So is that worth $30 more than a retail figure? To me, not entirely, but it's definitely not a bad value figure. You know, it's one that I would definitely recommend, especially if you could get it at that retail price. Or sometimes you might even be able to get it for a lower price, which would definitely be a must buy. So for price to plastic ratio, I have to give it a 4 because it's honestly pretty packed with accessories. You know, we saw the clamshell. It was pretty packed. But yeah, now we move over to scale, which this one should be easy because it's a Goku figure, right? So we're gonna bring in our handy dandy Saiyan Raised on Earth Goku. You can see the difference in color in the gi, and they should be the same height. You know, we're gonna go head to head, and yeah, pretty spot on. You know, I mean, actually, now that I'm looking at him, a little different. I mean, it's hard to see because of the hair here, so see if I can remove it. And then we'll remove this one as well, just so that we're able to see fully. You know, I don't know about you, but it kind of looks like this version is shorter, which I don't know why. If we have the perfect Goku to base it off, why is this one a bit shorter? It's definitely more muscular, which is correct. You know, you can see a difference in the shoulder, difference in bicep thickness. But yeah, I don't know why he's a little shorter. So for me, that's going to be a 4. Should have been an easy 5, to be honest, but it's a 4 because he's a little shorter. And then lastly, we're going to move over to shelf presence. So, I mean, you tell me. It's a pretty amazingly cool looking figure. I think any collector should have an awakening Goku, a legendary Super Saiyan Goku. You know, it's gonna look amazing with any Frieza that you have, especially like the full power Frieza that just came out. It already looks pretty cool. So I think this is an easy 5 for me because he just exemplifies Dragon Ball Z, basically. You know, having him on your shelf just like he is here looks crazy. And then in case you have the Tamashii Nations effect aura pieces, that's gonna make them look even better. you know, something like this. Just adding that on makes them look crazy good. So yeah, 5 for shelf presence. So that's gonna give this figure a nice 4.4 out of 5 cumulative score, which is honestly pretty good. The thing that drags us down is, I mean, the price. It's always gonna be you know, like, it depends on you if you're willing to pay the $68 for this, which I am. I think it's a pretty cool figure, but I know it's not like the best value, like a Frieza final form, you know. And then the scale would have been much higher. It seems like it would have been like such an easy thing to have right, but it's a little off. But yeah, I mean, 4.4 is pretty good. Don't forget to check out my website, DBZSHFIGS.com, where you will find all the latest updates to the Dragon Ball S.H.Figuarts line, as well as a complete archive of every single release ever. Don't forget to check out the new tab in my website, DBZSHFIGS.com, where you will find all the best deals on Amazon relating to Dragon Ball S.H.Figuarts. All of these figures I've looked at myself and found that they're fairly too good. I appreciate every single one of you. Thanks for subscribing, liking, and comment. You know, stay tuned for more content. We're almost at the 100 subscriber mark, which is really crazy to me, as I appreciate all the support that you've given me and my website. So yeah, thank you.